Good morning. Good morning. It's Nick with Us versus Herd. How you doing today? We have a pretty exciting day, I think, ahead of us. If you are the first time joining us, link is below in our description for our options trading group on Discord and on Facebook. Right now, we have the S&P's down 5, Dow's down 40, NASDAQ down 25 after the massacre that happened at close yesterday. What's going on, Sarah? Red Dust, Jeff, John, how we doing this morning? We're just getting things going. We have a couple things going on in the markets today. Just pulling things up here. Wasn't watching the market yesterday. What happened? The market started to price in what is currently happening with the pandemic due to lockdowns and everything like that. New York, Illinois. This Friday we're going with what they call is a. Let me pull it up here for you. So in Illinois this Friday, let me show you here what that looks like. So okay, so and that's a horrible picture. Hold on, I'm trying to get a good picture here of what is happening. Okay. I don't really know if you can see this, but starting Friday, November 20th, all casinos are going to be closed. Offices need to be working remote. Indoor fitness classes are done. Banquet halls and event spaces, hotels, stuff like that, going to be closed. They say this stuff's going to be open, but there's not going to be a whole lot to do. Indoor group and sports, limit gatherings in your household. Cultural institutions all closed. And see how they don't say closed. They said they're pausing. They're pausing it, not actually closed. So, they're probably going to. I'm guessing next week they're going to probably shut us down. You know what I mean? So that's the current situation. Yo, Sunscreen, what's going on? Jose, Childress, Ariana, Derek. Is it all of Illinois? No, New York. So Illinois is also doing virtual learning, and then until like January now, the schools are not allowing in-person learning, and also New York actually is closing their schools as well. Yo, Jack, what's happening, man? So that is the current situation. The jobless claims came. I gotta fix my monitor brightness here. They're all kind of screwed up. Jobless claims here was the first week in 5 weeks that these were higher. So jobless claims came in at 742,000 versus 710,000. Like I said, this is the first increase of jobless claims, and when I mean increase, we've been increasing jobless claims, but we've been meeting expectations, and now we've exceeded expectations. Expectation was 710,000 we're going to lose their jobs. Now 742,000 for this week. So market's kind of reacting to that right now, but overall there's some chop. You can see overnight. Like if you look at the Dow, you look at the S&P here, right before the pre-market opened at 3 a.m. This whole thing just tanked. Right before that, it's kind of interesting to me to see that at 2:45 a.m. and if you look at the Dow right here, 2:45 on the dot till 3 a.m. 3 a.m. This is 3 a.m. Central Time is when the pre-market opens up, so that way you can start trading stocks, and it started to kind of inch back up. But as you can see, it's very interesting to me that this happened on the Dow last night and the S&P futures right at 2:45 in the morning, 15 minutes before they open pre-market. It's like let's burn some more. Current positions that I have working right now. I haven't been swing trading, but I did swing trade. I am short the Dow. I'm only short one contract right now, so I am short the Dow one contract. I got in at 29,400. So I'm short the Dow right now, so I got in at 29,400. So, and then I am also short Goldman Sachs. I did put on a debit spread. So this is all that I have going on right now. I do have a debit spread right now on Goldman Sachs. I'm long the 215, put short the 210 for December. And what I'm looking at right here, kind of some ideas that I had going on, or actually this was my friend Derek's idea that I liked, so I'll give him credit here. What I like that, the banks have been really, really ripping off. I think we're going to get some pullback to the 215, 218 area. So, if we pull back into that area, where is, they changed this, didn't they? They changed. So if we pull back to like the 218, I mean, I'm not going to be up. I mean, this thing cost me 100 and what did it cost me? 115 bucks. It's cost me 115 bucks. So if it pulls back down to 218, I'll be up theoretically up 100 and about 100 bucks. So I mean, it's 100%. It's 100% gainer. So I'm not trying to swing for the fences here. I'm not trying to, make a huge gain on these. But right now, what I'm looking for are consistent returns, day in, day out. Yo, Trevor, what's going on? Christopher HD, what's going on? I'm sure the Dow won contract as well. Yeah, if I didn't have a bracket order on, Trevor. I didn't have a bracket. If I had my bracket order on, I should have had my bracket order on, and it would have closed out down here because my target was around 250 or so. So my target was like 250, and obviously we hit that. So I should when swinging overnight, throw a bracket order on. Well, if you're with Tastyworks, I don't know if Thinkorswim has bracket orders, but you could put a bracket order on. What I mean by that is if you go into here, you can go to bracket. Oh, you can't see because it's a new window. All right, anyways, you can open up a bracket order, and essentially what it does is you could put a stop loss in and a take profit order in Tastyworks. I don't know if you could do that on Thinkorswim, because I know you trade on Thinkorswim. So that's kind of the situation what I'm looking at. Another thing that I'm looking at before we get into some of these earnings, I'm looking at Uber and Lyft. Now, if we have lockdowns, mitigation, stuff like that, I think Uber and Lyft right now, extremely high. I mean, specifically Uber seems to be topping out here around 50 or 49. So I'm looking to potentially short Uber. I'm also potentially looking to short Lyft, even though, Lyft didn't come up as high. Uber ripped way higher. So I think that both Lyft and Uber, obviously my personal opinion is going to come down a little bit here. Okay, cool. Yeah, Trevor, you could do brackets in Thinkorswim. It's been a long time since I traded in Thinkorswim, so I don't know what they have or what they don't have anymore. So I mean, yeah, Lyft, I do like the rejection here, like to the dot right here, to the penny. For the most part on this June 8th rejection. Also got rejected here yesterday, so this could definitely come back down to the 35 range. So those are kind of my ideas that I was playing with last night. I was looking at different things. I was like, okay, I think Lyft and Uber, if we have more mitigations, more lockdowns, like Lyft and Uber could have a nice healthy pullback here. I mean, obviously we saw Boeing, and people were like, and I mean, I was actually shocked as well, because they got the 737 MAX approval of the FAA. This really got juiced up pre-market, but it appears this is a sell the news event. A sell the news event. Retail again is left holding the bag. So, on Boeing, 180 definitely on deck right now. This is crazy. It bled out. And the reason why I should have shorted this yesterday, the reason why I didn't short this was because of the 737 MAX news, and I felt like it could pop up anytime, and then it just never popped up. But I did pretty good yesterday, so I'm not going to complain. Like I wasn't hurting for trades or anything. I wasn't like looking for things to do. This would have just been a very easy trade just to put on and leave, Yeah, I agree with you. Unless Lyft announces food delivery, then I don't know, man. They also have a lot of competition right now. DoorDash is looking to IPO. We have Airbnb, not competitors, but they are also IPOing. Just kind of on that IPO subject. So it's kind of crazy. People are like, I think 2020 is going to be terrible, and all these like IPOs are coming out. We had like DraftKings, we had Rocket Mortgage, we had, we're going to have Airbnb. This has been, regardless. Yeah, DoorDash is going to IPO. Regardless of where you are on your trading journey, we're going to remember this the rest of our lives. Like, we're going to remember trading in 2020 forever. And yeah, it probably is. If it wasn't 2020, we would probably make a whole lot of money. Or if it wasn't, maybe we wouldn't. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe the market would have been so slow that we wouldn't have been doing anything. We'd just been buying and holding stock. I don't know. You know what I mean? I feel like DoorDash has crazy growth, but how sustainable is it after lockdowns, virus is over? Yeah. I think that, this is obviously my personal opinion, but once the vaccine comes out, people feel safe. I feel like travel and restaurants are just going to go through the roof because we've all been locked down. We've all been deprived. And I think it's just, everyone's going to go out, and there's going to be like a huge rush now. Is that going to sustain for long periods of time? I have no idea, but I anticipate, because even me is like, man, I really wish I could go down to Mexico. I wish I could do this. I wish I could do that. But then you're like, well, do I really want to do that right now? You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I anticipate. So I think maybe this winter I'll start loading up on some travel stocks and, TripAdvisor, maybe Expedia. Start getting there. I don't think I'm going to play the. I shorted SPG yesterday. I don't think I'm going to play like commercial retail or any retail at all, just because I think retail will go up, but like I don't really trust retail. Retail was struggling way before the pandemic. It's definitely getting decimated now, and that kind of goes into Macy's. Macy's is. Same-store sales dropped more than 20%. This kind of shows you how big Macy's is, because their sales fell to $3.99 billion in a quarter. So this is Macy's is huge, like $4 billion in a quarter when they've done $5 billion a quarter a year earlier. It's crazy. However, digital sales grew 27%, but those gains weren't enough to offset losses at its stores. So what was their EPS? EPS came in, well, it was a loss of 19 cents adjusted versus a loss of 79 cents expected. So they were expected a deeper loss. So Macy's, it's hanging on there. It's hanging in. It's not glamorous, but it's hanging on there. Didn't the market see the lockdown coming? The market, at the end of the day, man, the market, the market and reality are not lined up ever. So sometimes it cares, sometimes it doesn't. As you trade, you're going to find out that the market is a beast of its own, and only at certain times it cares about some things, and other times it doesn't care at all. So, CW, what's going on? Jonathan, JD thoughts? Yesterday I was rewatching middle of March live streams and CNBC during March insane time. Yeah, Nick, do you have a futures trading tutorial interested in learning about it? Yo, Christopher, I am putting futures into the training course I'm working on. I got set back a little bit here because I had to move. I was expecting to finish, but I'm really trying to get this. I'm really trying to get this right, because what I want from the training course is not for me just to make boatloads of money and you guys say like, oh, Nick's a scam and doing all this stuff just to make money and all that stuff. What the training is it's actually a journey to discover yourself, so that way you can customize your own trading plan, so that way you can be profitable. And that is why, I mean, if I was just chunking out tutorials, I mean, it would be very easy. But that's not what I'm doing. That's not what the training course is. It's actually a journey where you discover yourself as a person, as a trader, and then we customize a plan so that way you can be profitable. And that is what is taking me so freaking long. You know, I don't think there's anything in the marketplace like it right now. And I just want to make sure it's right, because like it's one thing to buy what you don't want to happen is someone to buy the training course and then like never become anything better. And I really want you to do well. I really want you to do better. So that's really where I'm concentrating. That's what I want. I want people to be green day in, day out. And if they have losses, have them be small. But Jonathan, to answer your question, JD, I mean, it looks like it's consolidating nicely here. I mean, we're at 85 right now. It's just kind of chilling, just kind of peeing. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it's been having some crazy volatility, but now that earnings is over, I mean, let's see if this could ramp up. I mean, the trend is intact here. It's following the 10-day, using the 50-day as a backstop, as you can see here. Bounced off the 50-day back in here, bounced off the 50-day back in here, bounced off the 50-day back in here. So, I mean, sure, could it pull back down to 80? Absolutely. But it's currently using that as a backstop. So for right now, JD, you buy any dip. The only thing that I worry about, JD, is the Chinese government. That's all I worry about. What will you trade? I kind of went over it. I'm looking at Uber. I'm short Dow. I'm short Goldman Sachs. I'm looking at Uber and Lyft as a short as well. CW for those that are joining late. Tesla. Yeah, Tesla's green right now. So Tesla, I mean, we've been talking about Tesla for a while. They've been in a nice, healthy consolidation. The one thing that you want to be very concerned about here is that we don't create a double top situation. I mean, this is a dangerous situation. I know people get FOMO on Tesla, but you know, right here is a time to have extreme caution. I mean, if you weren't, like we talked about this. If you weren't accumulating a position in here, don't chase this. You know, we talked about this. Like, don't. If you weren't accumulating, we were talking about, okay, could ping back and forth, start accumulating a position. If you think it's going to break out, I mean, it could break out to the upside, to the downside, and sure, we had a great catalyst added to the S&P 500, but don't chase this, because now you could get in some big trouble. I mean, this could pull down, as you saw the day that the news came out. The day that the news came out, pumped up to 460, came back down to 430, 440 area, and then you know the only reason why it went up yesterday, why did it go up? Because it had some massive upgrades. So that's why it went up. So it's not going up. It didn't go up yesterday on the S&P 500 news. It went up on the upgrades and the bullish sentiment from the analysts. That's what made it rip up. And then, you know, what kind of pushed it higher was when you see these rips like this, you know, it was a massive short squeeze, and people were hedging, people were covering, and it does it deserve to be up here? I have no idea. So I would just use extreme caution. I know there's people like, oh, I'm gonna load up on the 600 calls and the 1,000. You know, this is easy. 1,000 Tesla would become $1,000 stock again, easy. You know, just chill. Robinhood enables same day expiration. Oh man, cannot wait. That's crazy. I mean, they're gonna have a mess on their hands. It's not a scam, it's a cult. Yeah, Square. So Square, I mean, yeah, Square pumped up nicely pre-market here. We're at 191. I mean, we just gotta be careful. You just gotta be careful about these pumps are not getting faded. You know, you just want to be careful about that. Now, Nvidia had earnings. Nvidia had earnings last night. They beat on both earnings and revenue. Nvidia said its company set records for revenue and quarterly profit, and that revenue was up 57% from the same period last year. EPS came in at $2.91 versus $2.57. Revenue came in at $4.7 billion versus $4.41. So do they have guidance in here? Any guidance? Guidance? Forecast? Outlook? No. So I don't know if they gave. Nvidia said in a call with analysts that it expected its data center revenue to decline in the current quarter, partially driven by a Chinese customer not purchasing Mellanox networking products. Nvidia said it expected 4.8 billion revenue in its fiscal fourth quarter in line. Okay, so I don't see the. It's probably why they're kind of flat right now to down. I mean, they didn't give an outlook, I don't think, but I mean it's still trading in a nice range. I mean, this is unfortunately I didn't sell premium in here. The reason why I didn't sell premium in here is because IV at the time was like 89%. Expected move was $32, and I really thought that Nvidia could have pumped up to like 475, 480 area. I thought it could pump up to all-time highs here, and that was, you know, like a $50 move, and it was only expected. So I didn't want to sell a premium in there. Why is it dipping now? Hey man, the market's gonna do what it's gonna do. The market's gonna do what it's gonna do. It's crazy what FOMO and fear will do to the market. It's amazing. Will all the Tesla euphoria die down after it gets added to the S&P? Highly doubt it. I mean, Tesla's going to be a bullish company for many years to come, you know, as long as they can stay in business. Tracker markets do what it do. No, but like the market doesn't align with reality. You know, the market's not a one-to-one reflection of what's happening right now. So there's just if there's fear in the market, you could have a market-wide liquidation, and that's what we saw yesterday. Market-wide sell-off. I mean, except for Tesla. Anything else you were in was sold off hard yesterday. Hard. I mean, even Nvidia sold off. You know, a nice healthy 10 points at the close there. I mean, so maybe it triggered some stop losses, got some people to get out, but we'll see. I can see Tesla being $1 trillion in valuation a year or two, half of what Apple is valued at now. Yeah, for sure. As long as they can go mainstream, you know. I was scared. I didn't do anything for 2 months until today. Yesterday. Yeah, I mean that was a rough day to come back. I mean, we had VIX at 22, but if you can kind of sense a theme here, you know, when we get down in these areas, like we get down like 23, 22, we've been bouncing up pretty high, and we came up to like 24.50, you know, and you can kind of see back down here at 23, 22, we pumped up at 27. Then we were grinding lower down to 22, bumped back up to 24.5. So just kind of keep an eye on where VIX is at, kind of keep an eye on where volatility is at, and kind of see where things are heading. You know, Apple has been struggling right in here, right at 120. It just is a wall. And then yesterday it took it down. So I do anticipate we're going to try to come down to like the 115 area for a retest here. Hi Nick, Janelle, thoughts on SOXL? Tech is doing really well, but do you think short positions are wise? Yeah, I mean, I think that I am cautious on tech right now because if we do have lockdowns, I think that those stocks are going to get pumped. However, those stocks are pretty high. So, I mean, this chart, if I'm looking at SOXL right now, I do think that potentially going to come down to like the 325 area. It's kind of what I'm looking at here. You know, I do think there's going to be some market-wide pullback, and then in that case, nobody's safe. Whether you're Apple, Amazon, or whoever, you're going to have some pullback. But even Amazon, what did Amazon do yesterday? I mean, yeah, Amazon pulled back yesterday, hit 3,200, pulled back. I mean, I do think that Amazon's probably going to retest 3,000. But if there is a real lockdown for these states and multiple states, then I think that long term, over the next quarter or so, this will grind back up, kind of like what we saw over in here, where numbers start to come out, you know, kind of pre-earnings. I mean, earnings is done now for Amazon, but we're going into holiday season. We're going into potential lockdown. So I do think that this is going to try to get pumped back up to like the 3,500 area. So just kind of give you an example what I'm thinking on tech, you know. The course I'm looking at just wrapping it up now. Looking to wrap it up now, bro. Bears facts and reality, bulls hopes and dreams. Yeah, I mean the market. You just got to be careful with the valuations, and also a lot of times it becomes like a trap to certain people, especially like if you're a value investor. And one of the biggest things, like if you're a value investor and you're trying to find value in the market, we have these insane valuations. Then you never get in, and then you miss these amazing 100% runners. I mean, if you look here, I mean, in the last year, this has gone from 1,600 to 3,500. So you're missing these insane runs here because you think, oh, it's priced too high, PE ratio, blah blah blah, XYZ. Who knows, right? But I've discovered that in the market that you kind of have to kind of go with the flow, and you kind of have to find something that you're willing to, if you want to hold something, buy good companies, even if they're at massive valuations like Amazon, and hold it for 5 years or so, and maybe it'll all come crashing down, maybe it won't. But I mean, I think this was a good test of this 2020. I think was a good test for a lot of people in regards to what they can endure in the stock market and what they think. I mean, you know, millennials were rushing in to buy while their parents were losing their 401ks. So it was it's kind of crazy. So I mean, was there actually winning there? You know, so who knows? That's me. I didn't get into Tesla at 417. I got in at 460. Well, sell. You're still winning. I mean, at 460, you're still winning. It's 492 here. You're talking about stock. Oh, I was talking to some people yesterday on Tesla, and they didn't sell the pop yesterday. And thankfully, they're going to have some continuation. But I mean, they're up huge from yesterday. Like, I just don't see, in my opinion, unless it's a free contract, maybe you had 10 contracts and you're holding on to one or two, you know, you locked in the profit, but why would you risk the entire bag overnight? You know, with what all is going on right now. I just don't know. I just don't understand. Like, why wouldn't you sell this pop here? Like, why wouldn't you sell it? And then if it dips, you can always reload. You know, we're getting very close. I mean, it tapped 496, very close at resistance. And it, you know, we did dip down yesterday to 486. So, I mean, you got to be careful. You know, take profits, redeploy. I mean, that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. I mean, like trading, I mean, it's humans that make it complicated, you know, like our emotions and all that. Yo, Daniel, what's going on? So we're entering in New York. Let me go into New York. New York restrictions right now. So yeah, it looks like New York is going to be doing a another lockdown similar to what Illinois is doing. So we'll see how the market starts pricing this in. We're actually getting a little bit of volatility now. We got S&P's Dow's pulling down. We have S&P's pulling down. SPY's at what? We got SPY at 355 right now, so we're coming down nice on that. I mean, I definitely think we're gonna have like a 350 retest here. Maxim, what's going on? We're back in the game. We're back. If you guys can do me the favor, hit the like button. Definitely appreciate it. AZN, Future Habits. If you guys haven't said what's up, say what up. AZN, they're at what, 54? See, I don't see. I mean, I think that they're just gonna have recycling news right now. So we do have robust immune response among older adults. The study of 560 healthy adults, including 240 over the age of 70, found the vaccine to be safe. Do you guys think that the pool of people that they are testing this on is big enough? Wide, Rodney, what's going on? I just feel like these are very small groups when you're talking about billions of people in the world. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, they're testing studying 560 people, but want to roll this out to millions and billions. I mean, we got 330 million Americans. The phase 2 trial did not assess vaccine efficacy, however, and phase 3 trials are ongoing to confirm this. So they're still in phase 2. So I don't think really too much is going on this because that was a phase 2 trial. They need to go into phase 3 to start getting FDA approval and all that. So yeah, there was news, but it's not really locked in here. But I mean, if you look at what is going on right now? If we look at Pfizer here, I mean, Pfizer has sold all the way off and doing really bad. We're looking at like GILD is doing bad. mRNA is actually the only one that's actually holding gains, but I wouldn't trust it. We're getting a pretty healthy sell-off here. Getting a pretty healthy sell-off here. All right, I'm gonna close my Dow position here. Let's close it. What was that about? Let's close my Dow position. All right, Daniel, I got notifications going. Okay, so the market's open. I didn't even realize the market's open because I didn't have my sound on. All right, so kind of the situation right now. I did cover. I mean, it was a small position, but I'm up 85. I am up a little bit on Goldman Sachs here. Goldman Sachs is kind of taking a beating, so we'll see what happens with Goldman Sachs right now. They're down $1.65. Covered this. I didn't even realize the market was open. I didn't even see because I was just chatting away here. Well, yeah, we hit that. That was a almost a 200 point drop we captured on the Dow. So that was nice. So we'll see what happens right now. Goldman Sachs. I mean, we're up a little bit. We're up 16%. But Goldman, I think Goldman is. I mean, I think it's coming down to 220 today. Bought a Tesla 455 put, bro. What's my net worth, bro? Come on, man. Come on. Can we get a little privacy up in here? Yeah, they dumped it. I'm like, why is the market moving so quick? It's like, oh, the market opened up. Oh, I hit sell too. Lock it in. Just spilled coffee all over. People should take profits on Tesla. Yeah. Well, here you go. Tesla's coming down. I mean, hit 499, 488. I mean, I'm not getting on that. Boeing is ripping though. Boeing is ripping up. Woo. It's crazy. Ice cooler, what's going on, man? We have, yeah, kind of a mixed market right now. DKNG is holding up pretty nice here at like the 48. Yeah, though. I mean, this could definitely push DKNG pushing up to like the 50, 51 area. Squares up pretty big. Roku up pretty big. I mean, I know it hurts, but like this chart's confirmation. You just buy these massive dips on Roku, and everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay until it's not. Gonna cover Tesla at 470. So you bought the 455 put for which expiration, Trevor? This week? Or what's your expiration on that? Wynn Resorts. I'm surprised Wynn Resorts is up. 1120. Oh man, I mean you're at tomorrow. Woo! YOLO. Wynn Resorts, these guys are up. What's our boy Uber and Lyft doing? What's Uber and Lyft? Uber's ripping too? We're gonna see, Derek. We're gonna see what's going on here with Uber and Lyft. There's we kind of have a mixed bag today. I mean, we got some of these stocks are up. Netflix, Tesla, Roku, Square, which is obviously to be expected. Financials are down. Retail's down. Starbucks is down. I know, Derek, you wanted a short. I know you wanted a short. Starbucks might be a good short, but we'll see. Home Depot's trying to get back up. I mean, I shorted Home Depot yesterday, got a small gainer, and I should have held, but I didn't. That thing's getting ripped. How's CCL? CCL? Yeah, it's going up. CCL's going up. I wonder if these pops are going to get sold off. Kind of wait and see right now. And CCL is trying to get back up, but it's looking weak. But I mean, you have XLF down, you have XLF down, you have XLE down, XLP down. The only one that's up is XRT. So for retail's pushing. Okay. I see how it is. So Domino's actually is chilling. Domino's might actually be a ripper right down here. I mean, actually, debit call spread on Domino's. I know it's not that liquid, but I mean, it could be a play. It could be a play right down here, Domino's. I mean, it's not that liquid, but Domino's, if we go out to December, been asked a little bit wide, but you could potentially do something. I mean, I think it could come back up to 395, 400 area. Might be a play. That could be a play right there. I mean, I do like it. I do like it right here at 380. See if we could put something together. You can hear Domino's plays. Yeah, I mean, you could do something like this. If you go into December, you could buy the 400 and sell the 410, or max loss 200. You would start making some money. Can't see, like right here, 385, 390 area, you'd be up like 100 and 150. Not bad, not bad. I don't like that I like the buttons. I like the buttons better. I don't like this. I don't like that. The buttons were way better to toggle because you can easily click, because now you have to now do 2 clicks. You guys can't see, but there's a drop down here. I don't know why my software does that. Like this OBS doesn't display like drop downs for some reason. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But it might be a play. I'm just saying. Just saying, might be a play for $200. Max profit 800. So if you make 100%, you can make $200. You make 100%. I mean, not a bad deal. We'll see. I might do it. I might do it. But it's kind of chilling down here, man. Boeing's ripping it back up now. This is crazy. This is crazy. Market's bouncing a little bit here. Dow's up a little bit. NASDAQ is pushing. Qs. Come on. All right. Qs are just chopping right now, right here. I mean, it's down 83 cents. But Qs, SPY's under 355, or it's right at 355 right now. I don't know. It doesn't look very good. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's not looking great. Oh, Apple 116. I told you guys 115 on deck for Apple. I think 115's on deck. We'll see if we get a little bounce here. Ooh, Roku is up 11 now, guys. You just buy the dip on Roku. Everything's gonna work out. Man, my background right here really looks like trash. I got boxes. I got a printer sitting behind me here. Like, what's going on here? Got a bunch of garbage over there. Just why do you guys watch this stream? DPZ. All right, let's see. DPZ. Maybe I'll do it. It almost looks the same. Yeah, that's kind of what I was gearing for. DPZ. I think that I might do this play. I do like it. We'll have a stop loss. Stop loss. Be all good. It'll be all good. I do think it'll pump back up to like the 400 area. Just checking the stream out first time, and I walk in when you say that. Yeah, I just moved, so I'm trying to get set up here. Welcome, Kenny. Welcome to the live stream. people watching this like, what's going on here? Oh my gosh. Well, at least we can laugh about it, have fun. So, like, my stream's looking like garbage right now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this little pump here. We'll see. Maybe I like this domino setup. I like it. Maybe whatever I win from Domino's, if I trade this, I'll give away in gift cards. Domino's gift cards. So we'll see what happens, guys. So the market's kind of chilling right now. I'm gonna pop off here. I'm gonna go refill my coffee. I might do this Domino's trade. I might short Uber here. Uber short. Be looking at that. We'll see. We'll see. You guys have a great day. Stay safe. Stay green. Join our Discord. Join the Facebook group. Stay in touch, guys.